Hello, my fellow Cowboys fans, and welcome to this edition of Cowboys Imperial Report. I am the Emperor Marcus Aurelius Maximus, and on today's show we're going to talk about the Cowboys versus the 49ers this Sunday at noon Cowboys Standard Time on Fox. Be here as I have a discussion with Boys 75 about the game. Hi, I'm Marcus Aurelius Maximus, host of Cowboys Imperial Report. You know, whenever I want to get ready for a show, I always make sure to head down to Java Dave's and get one of their tall Hi, I'm Marcus Aurelius Maximus, host of Cowboys Imperial Report. You know, whenever I want to get ready for a show, I make sure to head down to Java Dave's and get a tall frozen mocha with whipped cream and sprinkles. This helps me release the energy necessary to produce a good show. If you'd like to say no to corporate coffee, then head to Claremore, Oklahoma sometime and go to Java Dave's and pick up a tall frozen mocha. And if you go in and say, I want an Emperor, they'll know exactly what you're talking about. Welcome to Cowboys Imperial Report, Boys 75. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Imp. How you doing?
Who knows? I'll know after the show. But for right now, tell me, man, who has the bigger momentum coming into Sunday's game? Is it Dallas or is it San Francisco?
I'm gonna tell you what, it can go either way for various reasons, but I'm gonna have to put the momentum on Dallas right now. Reasons of we still have a chance at the playoffs. I mean, players are coming back healthy. You got Rowan back, Whitten, Spencer, Collier, Newman. Roy Williams is getting more comfortable with the offense. I mean, San Francisco, all they got to look forward to right now is trying to get back to 500 if they're lucky and maybe being a spoiler right now. So I have to say momentum's going towards Dallas right now.
Is our offense going to have any trouble against San Francisco's defense? Now listen, they've got, Clemens, Willis, Spikes, Michael Lewis. Are we going to have trouble against these guys?
Well, yeah, I mean, those guys, that defense is good, but I mean, if you look at where they're ranked, they're not. The numbers are not all there, but that, of course, numbers don't mean everything. But I mean, look at all the weapons we have too. I mean, if we can have a balanced attack similar to what we did last week at Washington. Barber running the ball, and Romo can keep throwing at least decent passes and get it to the key guys. I mean, I think we can take them. I mean, it's just a matter of executing the right plays at the right time.
What will a week's worth of healing do for Witten's ribs and Romo's
For
pinky?
starters, Whitten has been playing. Even though he's not 100%, just having him on the field, I mean, he's going to earn respect from the defense. I mean, he lives in the middle. That's where he makes his money, in the middle. I mean, Romo, as far as his pinky goes, I mean, yeah, he's going to struggle a little bit, but we saw what he did last week. I mean, 19 of 27, 198 yards. Yeah, he had 2 interceptions. Everything will be fine. Another week's just going to benefit us even more.
Will Mike Singletary outcoach our coaching staff?
Not knowing a whole lot about the guy, I guess if I remember right, he's more of a defensive guy. If you want to look at records right now, I mean, he's only 1-2. He got beat by Seattle, which I mean, to me that's not saying much for them. I don't think anybody's going to outcoach anybody if we can just execute right.
All right, man. What's the score going to be?
Cowboys 24, San Fran 17.
Boys 75. Thank you for being on the show.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
All right, well, it was nice to hear from Boys 75 and get his opinion on this matchup. If you want to chat with him or other Cowboys fans just like him, go to the link below. Here's what we got going on in the news. Felix Jones, it's doubt. We don't know whether or not he's going to return against the Niners or not. He said we'll see on Monday when he went in for treatment. Now, people have been saying, some people have been saying, oh, Felix Jones, he's soft. He gets injured too much. What's the matter with him? What's he doing? Well, you want to know why he has been held out at practice and all that kind of stuff? The training staff has been doing that. It's not a Felix Jones's will. The training staff has been doing that because they want to make sure he doesn't come back too soon and re-injure his hamstring. How's that? Does that work for you? All right. So I did hear today that Felix Jones did practice today. So maybe he'll play Sunday against the 49ers. It sure would be nice because Miles Austin has a sprained lateral collateral ligament, as shown here. And, you know, that's not good at all, that he could miss 2 to 4 weeks. He injured it on that 8-yard catch in the fourth quarter. You know, the push pass that Madden was talking about. Now, Witten with the ribs, he's doing, you know, they're still sore. They were sore Monday after the game. Tuesday, they were feeling a little better. Witten says he needs to avoid direct blows, and he'll be just fine. And I mean, he says nobody takes shots at the ribs. I don't know what he's talking about. Moving on to Pac-Man Jones. And, of course, Jean-Jacques Taylor of the Dallas Morning News, he says, what are we doing bringing Adam Jones back in? Talks about, we don't need the distractions. I don't know what they're talking about with the distractions. Where is this coming from? So, let me get this straight. So, if we bring Pac-Man Jones back to play for the Cowboys, we're going to be going through a walkthrough, and then the Dallas Morning News and ESPN and every other media, they're going to be hanging over the fences saying, "Hey, guys! What do you think of Pac-Man being back? Hey! You think that's going to go on while they're going through a walkthrough? You telling me in team meetings when they're going over film, they're thinking about Pac-Man Jones? You must be joking. You're insane." All right, but let's get on to the 49ers. Did you know that San Francisco leads the all-time series 16-4 with a tie? Did you know that? Well, they neglected to mention here that the playoff record, which is what really counts, is 5-2 with the Cowboys leading. You wouldn't hear that, of course. No. The Niners, they're 16-4 and they have a tie. So, you know, they're smarter than us, better than us, and holier than us. Here we go. In 3 starts, Sean Hill has been sacked 4 times. His predecessor, J.T. O'Sullivan, was sacked 32 times in the first 7 games. Here we go. Michael Lewis has 70 tackles and 6 pass deflections. And I'm telling you, that defense, I wouldn't sit on that defense. To me, the 2 biggest things in this game are going to be the defense and the special teams. Why would I mention the special teams? Well, because the special teams of the 49ers, I don't know if you know this, but they do have 2 field goal blocks, and that their returner is, you know, that's all it takes with us. Special teams, Bruce Reed, Timmy, dang it, you better not screw up this week like you screwed up in Arizona. All right? You better not do that, because it could cost us this time. Frank Gore, he's going to be, he's the part of their offense that I believe if we shut down, their whole offense implodes. Gore is 6th in the NFL on with 834 yards on 177 carries. He's 3rd in the NFL in yards from scrimmage with 1,159. He's averaging 9.3 yards per catch and 4.7 yards per carry. This guy, you know, he is their offense. I'm telling you, his games of 100 yards came against Detroit, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. His games with a touchdown came against the Cardinals, Seattle, Detroit, Philadelphia, and in St. Louis. So the trick is, if we don't play like those teams, then we should win the game. I mean, let's look what he did against the Giants here. We have 11 yards on 11 attempts for 1 yard to carry, and his longest run was 5 yards, no touchdowns. That's the kind of stuff we got to do to this guy. New England, same thing here. 12 attempts for 54 yards, 4.5 a carry, longest run 16. We got to have a game like that. Shut down Frank Gore. Shut down their offense and problem solve. What about the defense though? Here you got Patrick Willis. This is a guy that led the league in tackles as a rookie, which helped him become the 2007 Defensive Rookie of the Year. The guy is still carrying where he left off. 2nd in the league in tackles. And he's got that speed. So I mean, this guy's going to chase down Barber. No question about it. The trick is, can Barber win and run the guy over? Well, we'll see. The guy weighs 240 pounds, Willis does. And, you know, he might be a match for Barber. But we'll see. And one other thing about Willis is he performed pretty well against the Giants and the Cheatriots. Oh, this is hilarious. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, the #1 team for Fox, they're going to be covering our game. And they're going to send the #2 team to cover the Giants. Oh, they jump back on the bandwagon again, it looks like. Oh my gosh. Redskins fans, they're voting all their players into the Pro Bowl. Well, you know, I guess I didn't know that Acorn also was involved in Pro Bowl voting fraud. So with that said, I think the Dallas Cowboys beat the San Francisco 49ers to the score of 30-13. And with that said, there's only one other thing to say before I end the show. God save the Cowboys.